Seniors beware. These 9 fridge foods spike inflammation, gut rot, and memory loss. Your refrigerator might be clean. It might be organized. It might even be packed with what you believe are healthy foods. But what if I told you that inside that same fridge, there are ticking time bombs disguised as everyday staples? Sounds dramatic? It should. Because the truth is, for seniors over the age of 60, the wrong food stored the wrong way can be the difference between sharp energy and foggy fatigue, between mobility and a fall, between independence and slow decline. Here's what most people don't know. According to the USDA, over 2 million cases of foodborne illness are linked to improper refrigeration every single year. And that's not just spoiled milk or expired eggs. We're talking about foods that don't belong in the fridge in the first place. Even worse, seniors are 4 times more likely to suffer serious complications from these food mishaps because your immune system isn't what it used to be. And many foods that seem perfectly safe can silently turn toxic, inflammatory, or downright harmful, especially once chilled. You see, big food doesn't care if that yogurt makes your gut swell or if that salad dressing spikes your blood pressure. They just care if it looks fresh in a brightly colored bottle. So today, we're going to reveal the 9 worst offenders hiding in your fridge right now. Foods you were told were smart to refrigerate, but could actually be chipping away at your strength, digestion, and memory. Stick with us until the end, because the number 1 food on this list is not only wildly popular with seniors, it's been linked to a shocking 43% spike in oxidative stress. You'll want to clear it out immediately. Let's start with number 9. A classic breakfast sidekick that might be quietly ruining your morning metabolism. Number 9. Cold bread. Most seniors toss their bread into the fridge thinking it'll stay fresher longer. It won't. In fact, cold bread undergoes something called retrogradation, a process where the starch molecules reorganize and harden. This makes your bread go stale faster, yes, but worse, it makes it harder to digest. For seniors with slower metabolism or gut sensitivity, this can lead to bloating, constipation, and irregular blood sugar spikes. Carl, 73, thought his sluggishness after lunch was just old age. But after moving his bread to the pantry instead of the fridge, his digestion improved in a week. Bread is best kept tightly wrapped in a cool, dark pantry. Freezing it is fine if you toast it straight from frozen, but never let it hang out in your fridge. Number 8. Tomatoes. Tomatoes are antioxidant powerhouses. Lycopene helps protect your heart and vision. But the second you stick them in the fridge, their enzymes get confused. Cold temperatures dull their flavor, break down cell walls, and trigger fermentation processes that worsen gut inflammation. Gloria, 66, always stored her tomatoes in the fridge until she started noticing flare-ups in her joints and sudden heartburn. Moving them to the countertop improved her symptoms, and her salads tasted better too. For seniors with sensitive digestion, cold tomatoes are like a silent agitator. Keep them out of the fridge and let them ripen on the counter. Number 7. Potatoes. They might seem safe anywhere, but placing potatoes in the fridge actually turns their starch into sugar. And when you cook those sugar-loaded potatoes, they form acrylamides. Acrylamides are chemical compounds linked to nerve damage and even cancer. Henry, 70, didn't understand why his neuropathy was worsening, but his dietitian spotted it instantly. Cold-stored potatoes. After moving them to a pantry, his symptoms began to ease. Store potatoes in a cool-off, dry place, not your fridge. And always avoid any with green skin. That's a sign of solanine, another toxic compound. Number 6. Bananas. Everyone's seen it. Put bananas in the fridge and the skin turns brown overnight. But it's not just the color. Inside, the cold ruins the enzymes that regulate sugar. Refrigerated bananas become overly sweet, mushy, and hard to digest. For seniors managing blood sugar or energy crashes, this is a disaster. Alice, 68, had 1 banana every morning and couldn't understand why she was crashing by 11 a.m. Turns out her fridge-ripened bananas were causing sugar spikes, followed by exhaustion. Keep bananas on the counter. Let them ripen naturally. Freeze peeled ones if needed, but never refrigerate them whole. Number 5. Soy sauce and other high-sodium sauces. Soy sauce, teriyaki, hoisin. Most people pop them in the fridge and forget about them. But here's the catch. These sauces are sodium bombs. Just 1 tablespoon of soy sauce can contain 900 milligrams of sodium, half your daily limit. And when it's stored cold and convenient, you're more likely to reach for it often. Mark, 74, had swelling in his ankles and high blood pressure, but he didn't touch salt. What was causing it? His healthy chicken marinade, made with fridge-chilled soy sauce. Once he cut back, his symptoms eased. For seniors watching blood pressure, these sauces are sneaky saboteurs. Store them in the cupboard, or better yet, switch to low sodium or coconut aminos. Number 4, flavored yogurt. The word yogurt sounds healthy, but not all yogurt is created equal, especially the fruit-flavored ones. They're loaded with sugar, artificial sweeteners, and additives, and once stored cold, these sugars ferment faster, disrupting the very gut bacteria you're trying to support. Carol, 72, thought her daily peach yogurt was good for digestion until she started having cramps, bloating, and sugar cravings. Her yogurt had more sugar than a glazed donut. Plain Greek yogurt with real fruit is the better option. You control the sugar. You protect your gut. Flavored yogurts in the fridge? They're dessert in disguise. Number 3, deli meats. Here's where things get scary. Cold cuts, ham, turkey, salami are marketed as lean protein, but they're laced with preservatives, nitrates, and enough salt to turn your arteries stiff. Joe, 69, thought his turkey sandwiches were a healthy swap for bacon. But after frequent dizziness and numb fingers, his doctor discovered elevated sodium levels and early nerve damage. The culprit? His cold turkey slices. These meats may last longer in the fridge, but they're aging you faster on the inside. Cook and slice your own meat. Store it in glass. Say goodbye to the cold cut con. Number 2, store-bought salad dressings. Salads are great, but what's the point if the dressing ruins everything? Those chilled bottles, ranch, Caesar, balsamic glaze, are loaded with sugars, hydrogenated oils, emulsifiers, and gut-damaging ingredients. Brenda, 66, couldn't lose weight no matter how many salads she ate. Her organic ranch full of soybean oil and syrups. Her joint pain, sugar cravings, and weight plateau were all tied to that dressing. Once she switched to olive oil, lemon, and herbs, her body started responding. Most store-bought dressings are chemical cocktails. Don't let your fridge dress your salad in disease. And finally, number 1, opened canned tuna in the fridge. Tuna's a senior staple, cheap, protein-packed, and omega-3 rich. But once you crack that can, storing the leftovers in the fridge becomes a health hazard, especially if you leave it in the can. Open tuna oxidizes quickly. That means the healthy fats inside break down into lipid peroxides. These compounds accelerate aging, inflame your vessels, and trigger brain fog. Richard, 66, felt bloated and tired for days after tuna lunches. Once he stopped storing it in the metal can, his energy rebounded and his digestion improved. Always transfer tuna to a glass container. Eat it fresh or freeze it, but never leave it sitting in the can. So there you have it. The 9 foods you thought belonged in your fridge, but are silently making you feel older, weaker, and more inflamed than you should be. Seniors already face enough hurdles. Don't let your own fridge become another one. These foods were designed for profit, not protection. They weren't made with your health in mind. But now that you know better, you can do better. Now let's hear from you. What's one food in your fridge you're second-guessing right now? Leave it in the comments. We read every single one, and your story might help another viewer just like you. Thanks for watching. Stay sharp, stay strong, and don't let your fridge be the enemy. We'll see you in the next one.